I'm Jennifer Snez here watching News 24 Live. I'm joined in studio by our resident doctor, Dr. Darren Green. Hello.
Good day to you.
Now, I have been waiting for you to come in because I've been wondering about palpitations. I've been
Right.
hearing people say that when they exercise, they get palpitations, or maybe even when they drink a caffeinated beverage, or they get nervous. And I'm wondering if there is a medical reason for that, or is it normal?
Yeah, well, to understand what a palpitation is, I think the definition we need to agree on. It's when you have a heightened sensation of your heartbeat.
Right.
So you're suddenly very aware of this thumping sound in your chest, or even on the sides, the temples of your skull or head. And then it kind of freaks you out because you're a bit nervous about something, or impending doom as such. So normally it is the heart rate itself, or the heartbeat. And when it becomes what we call hyperdynamic, in other words, where the heart is actually pumping really, really strongly, or when it's pumping really fast, in other words, if the heart rate is increased, and the medical term for that is tachycardia. And a normal heart rate is under 100. When it goes over 100, certainly we start looking for possible causes. So palpitations occur when you hyper arouse or stimulate the rhythm generator of the heart. And there are many different ways of doing that. I mean, for you, if a gorgeous man walked into the room, it could increase your heart rate.
Oh, it happened when you walked in.
So, the other thing is obviously secondary to medications. And the big group of medications are things like sinus medications, particularly. People that use asthma pumps, people that use medication to dry up the sinuses. One of the key ingredients is pseudoephedrine. And then, of course, our crutch in the mornings, the coffee, and even tea that contains quite a high concentration of caffeine also stimulates the nervous system as we know it, and can lead to an increased or heightened sensation of your pulse, but also a fast pulse rate. So certainly one has to exclude that. There are medical conditions, however, that are associated with a fast pulse, or what we call palpitations as well. Things like syncope, a fainting episode, can often occur if the rhythm of the heart is irregular. And many people suffer from atrial fibrillation, for example, where the heart is no longer synchronously beating in its time, but it's erratic, almost like a bag full of worms that's busy twitching, instead of it, synchronized and really, really in beautiful union, the top part and the bottom part of the heart. So what we need to do is assess whether the cause of the palpitations, firstly, is something that is actually medical. In other words, is it caused by a heightened sensation in the nerve system? Is it caused by pathology in the heart, or an arrhythmia of the heart? Or is it caused secondary to something we've ingested, whether that be medication, or obviously things like energy drinks, coffee, tea, and even cough mixture?
All right, so should we be worried if we have palpitations, if we're doing something where we expect our heart rate to increase, like exercise? Should we be worried?
No, I think it's normal for your heart rate to increase, and your heart does pump a bit more fiercely when you exercise. If you find you rest and your heart rate's not coming down, that could be a significant sign that you need to have it checked out. Also, if you have symptoms when the heart rate is actually beating at that increased rate, like dizziness, for example, like becoming cold and clammy, and like feeling like you want to pass out, then certainly you should stop the activity, rest, see if it gets better, and then definitely have it investigated.